Hey, what's up guys? It's January 28th, 2021, and there's only 3 days left for most companies to provide you 1099 tax reports if you bought and sold on platforms. I want to crush the myths about 1099s in a real quick video, so I just want to jump right into it right now.
Everything changes.
Okay, let's talk about 1099s. A 1099 is a report, a tax filing report that you are given by any online or third-party platform, website, contractor, whoever you do business with. If you do business through them and they process your payments or pay you outside as like a contractor or a freelancer, it is basically to tell the IRS how much money they paid you and how much money you made, and the report for you is to show how much in earnings and revenue you brought in. So if you sold on eBay and you were using PayPal, you will receive a 1099 from PayPal. If you were on managed payments, you will receive a 1099 from managed payments if you reach the thresholds for either of those. And I'm going to tell you the thresholds in a minute. If you were half the year on PayPal and half the year on managed payments, you may receive one or two or none in the way of 1099s. Let's talk about the requirements and thresholds federally, and hopefully this will clear it up for you. So the threshold is $20,000 and, not or, and 200 transactions. So if during the year you did $20,000 in gross revenue, that's everything that came in, and the 200 transactions on PayPal, you will receive one from PayPal. If you were on PayPal all year long, that is your cutoff. Either you receive one or you don't. If you were on eBay managed payments all year long, same threshold. 200 transactions, $20,000, you'll receive one or you didn't. If you were split through the year any length of time, 4 months and 8 months, 6 and 6, 7 and 5, whatever, you would need to have done 20,000 and 200 transactions per platform. So if you did 20,000 and 200 over the year, and you did 10,000 on one and 10,000 on the other, and 100 on one and 100 on the other, you will not receive 1099s from them, almost guaranteed, because they're two separate companies. PayPal and eBay are whoop whoop. They don't know what the other one's done. You didn't hit their threshold, you don't get one. If you did 19,000 on PayPal and 1,000 on managed payments, you will not get one. You did not hit the 20,000 on each individual. Does that make sense? Does everybody with me and follow me? Because so many people have a problem understanding this. Please tell me you follow me on this. Okay, great. That's when you'll get a 1099. Now, if you get a 1099 for PayPal, let's say you did 25,000 but only 5 on managed payments, you'll get one from PayPal, you won't get one from managed payments. Let's say you also have a Shopify store over there that did 13,000. You're not going to get one from Shopify. But if your Shopify did 30,000, you'll get one from Shopify also. So every individual platform that you did those numbers on, you will get it, or you won't, whichever it is. Now, in some cases, if you did less, they do still send it out. There are exceptions. I don't know how, rhyme, reason what that is, but I've seen people with like $300 in sales get a 1099. So you can get one, but most of the time you won't unless you hit those thresholds. Okay, the big myth, the big mind-blowing thing. I didn't get a 1099. I don't have to report the taxes. Oh, God, you guys, you hurt my head so hard. That's false. Just because you don't get a tax paper from a platform doesn't mean you don't have to tell the IRS that you sold on there and made money. Of course you do. Please hire a CPA. I can't give you financial tax advice. I'm not licensed CPA. Hire Mark II. He's down there. He can give you all the information you need about taxes through his tax academy. Please consider it if you don't know. But generally speaking, you will need to report every dollar of income that you brought in. Gross income. It doesn't mean that you owe the IRS money. It just means you're telling them you sold X amount of stuff. Then you get to take away your cost of goods, your expenses, your shipping, your deductions, your supplies, your light kits, your cars, your blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's where that comes in. You tell them and then you deduct it all, and hopefully you don't owe them money, or maybe you just owe them a little bit of money. Not in my case, I wish. But that's how it goes. You have to report the income. The 1099 is just a level where they're required to report on your behalf to the IRS, and you report it. But if you don't get one, you still need to tell them, because if you get audited and all of a sudden you did, let's say, $10,000, they're going to audit you. They're going to see your bank account and say, hey, looks like you had $10,000 in withdrawals from PayPal into your bank account over the year. Where did that money come from? And you're going to say PayPal. And they're going to say, well, where did the money come from into PayPal? Well, I sold stuff on eBay. Well, you didn't tell us that. Boom, you're going to jail. That's called tax evasion, right? If you tell the IRS something and your numbers are messed up, they might edit them and give you a bill or some interest or late fees, or if you're late filing, you'll get some late fees and interest. But if you just don't tell the IRS and you just don't file, you go from like tax problems to like tax evasion. It's like a whole nother step up. So please report your income. I know there's some of you that laugh about it, make jokes. You do you go to jail. Maybe you'll never get caught, great. But for the rest of you, please do things the right way. Also, there are some people who will say, you know, there's thresholds in certain states, 400 minimum, 600 minimum. I don't know what any of the minimums are. There are some exceptions. It's something you'd have to talk to your CPA about. There are some states. Again, I don't know all of those, so I can't even begin to comment or quote on every state's individual thresholds or your municipality or your situation. Maybe you get Social Security or this or that. I don't know all of that. So please, that's a CPA question. Finally, the other thing, I'm just trying to roll through the questions in my head that come up constantly in my Facebook group and on the social media platforms. There are people that say, oh, selling of personal goods, if all I sold all year long was personal goods, do I have to report it? Yes, and then if you did it at a loss, that's the point where you would tell the IRS, look, I sold $5,000 on eBay. It was all my own stuff out of the closet. Here's the cost of goods. It was zero profit. I don't owe anything on it. You're still going to tell them, but you're just not going to owe anything on the money. And so that's kind of how that works. If you only sold like 5 items all year long, again, the minimum thresholds, you need to report everything. There's no real reason why you can't. It takes 2 seconds. Also, there's some people that are like, what if I didn't sell on a platform, like an internet thing that's trackable? What if I just had a garage sale every weekend? I did 52 garage sales. I made $500 a weekend, and I made, you know, whatever, $26,000 this year. Yeah, did you do it for profit? Did you do it as a business? Did you do it as income? Did you have enough stuff in your house to have 26 garage sales and not make a single dollar? Probably not likely, right? So this is where better safe than sorry. Do things the right way. Get a CPA. Just stop trying to get away from the IRS. Look, I will, you know, duck and dart and go through everything I possibly can in X amount of ways. But there is one business organization that I'm not going to, you know, try to cut a corner on. It's the IRS. That's just the way it is. I give them the numbers, I pay them their money, and I move on. I get over it. It takes me a couple weeks, and I'm like, well, that money's gone. Let's go on to the next year. So just please do things the right way. That's the best advice I can give you. And if you need extra help, either hire your own CPA, hire our e-commerce specialist for his Tax Seller Academy Mark II. He's below. The link is down there, and hopefully it helps you out. And if there's anything else I can do, please comment below in the comment section. Ask questions, comments, concerns, all that good stuff. And until next time, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure you like the video here. It helps it so other people can learn and get the right information. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these important videos. And I have a live show. I'm not sure when this will post, but you can rewatch the live show or watch it live with us on January 28th, 2021 at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll try to link all of that below. Thank you guys as always. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time.